And in this video, what are we going to do in this video? Oh yeah, this video is about whether we're doing time and materials or fixed price contracts. So yeah, let's get on with it. Well, this video actually came out of one we've just done recently, which is how to save thousands on a bathroom renovation, where we did a full explanation of time and materials versus fixed price. So just thought we'd do a condensed version in this little video. If you check out, there should be a link up there somewhere. That link should give you a link to that video if you want to see it as well. Also just need to say that this video is really aimed at small projects, small jobs. Once you start moving into larger jobs, building houses, doing serious renovations, then a fixed price contract is probably the only way to go. And in fact, what you'll also find is that there are statutory requirements, building requirements, council requirements, that all the contracts are in place. So this video is really aimed at just looking at the smaller jobs. And when you're doing small jobs, remember to go and get 3 quotes for if you're on fixed price, and also 3 estimates if you're on time and materials. So anyway, let's get on with the video. 2 most common ways of working with builders or tradies these days is doing either fixed price or time and materials based contracts or work. Fixed price, as it sounds, is exactly that you will agree with the builder up front what the work is that they're going to do, and they will charge you a fixed price for doing that work. Now, that's great if you want to guarantee your budget. It's also great if you know at the beginning exactly what it is that you want and that you don't want to deviate as the project goes along. And that can be great for some people because it gives them the comfort they need to know exactly what they're going to get, exactly what the timelines are going to be, and exactly how much it's going to cost them at the end. So, if you work that way, then I would absolutely encourage you to go for a fixed price contract. In that case, you do your normal thing, get 3 quotes from different builders, choose the one that best meets what you need at the beginning, and then just get on with the job. The disadvantage of fixed price contracts, though, is if you want to deviate from the job. So, and that's where it can start to get a little bit expensive. Because if you want to change things as you go, what normally happens with a builder is a builder will price the job based on what he knows is set timelines, set products, and a set job. So if you start to want to deviate from what his ideal for that job is, then that then will add to the cost. And in fact, what a lot of builders do to try and mitigate some of this is when they're doing a fixed price contract, because they don't always know what they're going to run into, or they also allow for the customer to change their mind a little as they go, they'll often upload or put more money onto the job. So a fixed price contract can often cost you up to 50% more than perhaps a time and materials job would, because the builder has to mitigate that risk somehow, and the way they do that is by putting more dollars or more margin into the job. I often find whilst it's great that you know what you're going to pay, often you'll pay a little bit more if you go down that fixed price or fixed contract price job. The other way of working with a tradie or a builder is to do what's called time and materials. Now, time and materials, you will agree with that builder what the cost is for per hour. So it may be 55, maybe 60, maybe $100 an hour. It depends on where you are and what the job is you're going to do. But you agree with the builder up front how much they will charge you. And then any materials that they purchase on your behalf, you'll also agree with them what margin they're going to put on top of that. Now, reasonable is normally somewhere between about 10 to 20% is what they'll add on. This way is actually really good if you're able to control your costs, because you've got way more control over the job. You can also control the types of materials that are going into the job as well. So if you want something that's a little bit better than what would normally be offered under a fixed price contract, you're free to go and purchase that as well. So if you're somebody who likes to change their mind, within reason of course, within the job, and likes more control over exactly how the project's going to come together, then I'd encourage you to look at a time and materials option. So this way, as I said, it's generally cheaper because the builder doesn't have to sort of load up the job to take into account changes and those sort of things. And it's also generally cheaper because if you like, you can often go out and find cheaper materials. You might look at jump on the internet or go down to local building suppliers and really run around to try and find cheaper taps or better timber or whatever it is that you actually want to do. So if you're working well with your builder as well, your builder will be able to help and encourage you and help you along that track to give you an idea where to go. So you can control your costs a little bit better. But on the flip side, you also need to control your costs. So you need to keep the job under control as well. One of the things I also say, and I do with all my customers, and I'd encourage you to do this with any tradie or builder that you're working with, is that you do regular invoicing and you do regular catch-ups. Now, I like to invoice my customers sort of on a weekly basis. Now, that's great as a tradie for my cash flow, but it's also great from a customer perspective because all my customers get to see exactly what's being spent as the job goes along. So again, they've got more control over what's being spent. And if there's an issue as it goes along, we can sort that out as we go along the project, rather than getting towards the end of a project and then suddenly the customer gets hit with a bill they didn't expect. So again, just open that communication and that dialogue with your builder so that you understand what's being spent as the job goes along. And then look, if you get part of the way through the job and something is going wrong, you don't like the builder or the project's going off the rails, you have an opportunity to stop it or to remedy the problem as you go through the job, rather than getting to the end of being unhappy. And I suppose that leads into another video that we'll do shortly, and that's how to choose a builder, so how to figure out who the good ones are and who the bad ones are. But we'll sort of leave that for the next video. So that's nice and easy, just a quick explanation of the fixed price versus time and materials, the advantages and some of the disadvantages of both. I'd encourage you to look at both, see which meets your needs, and then go with the one that best suits how you like to operate. So that's it for the video. If you like what you see, as always, please like the channel, subscribe to like the video, subscribe to the channel. That really does help us. The more subscribers we get, the more promotion we get, and the easier it is to get these videos out to other people. So sounds great, and I look forward to doing the next video. I gotta say, just off the record, these videos are actually turning out to be a lot of fun. So if you've got something else that you'd like to see, just leave a comment in the comments section below, or contact us on our Facebook page. Just let us know what you'd like to see, and I'll be more than delighted to make more videos. So anyway, see you on the next one.